Need them soon enough.
Back to 2 bars.
This must be Sunstone Rock. It's being attacked by machines.
I don't like our chances. Want to tell Warden Geneva we back down? Let's take our chances.
Ouch.
Nowhere to run! The sun sees all! For the cause!
There's one down. Killed at least one of every type of transport machine. Transport machine?
You pulled us out of a tough spot, Outlander. Welcome to Sunstone Rock. You should speak to Warden Geneva inside.
Crystal braiding. That's what I need. I need crystal braiding.
To
No
defy
space.
the Karja is to defy the sun itself.
Why did it pick something else up? I'm thinking there's going to be a merchant here anyway. And Behemoth Heart. Nice. Yep, there's a merchant here. I'm going to go over here first because I want
Finally.
to sell some stuff. And hopefully this stuff's still here when I get back.
It was a machine lure. We don't know how they got it.
Rosgron concealed the parts on his person, no doubt.
We searched him. How?
That's what I say.
You don't want to know how.
I'm collecting so much chill water. There we go. What the? It was like it was marking for me to pull the tree out.
I'll find a use for you.
Have they really disappeared? Am I not in the right spot? Or were they just
Now to
up
find out
over
what
this,
caused this.
over this ledge? There they are. Now I'll get this viewpoint. Thinking I need to climb up over here and walk over there. I did see a spot to climb up over here.
Every advantage a story.
What did I leave in there? Drop trap, that's fine.
A pocket shitstorm tore day 7. I was 3 months out of rehab when we went camping out here. Wyatt went to sleep early, so it was just the two of us when we stayed up and watched the Perseids. After, as we talked about the stars and space tech, I suddenly knew what I wanted to do with my life.
And now the text part of it. As always, it's pretty long. It was August. Summer school had wrapped and I'd aced my courses, so I was heading back to the 10th grade with a good head of steam. As a reward for my studies and my sobriety, you and Wyatt gave me a Fullerton Labs Astro Prodigy and took me camping to watch the Perseids at their peak. I was amped. Wyatt spent all afternoon struggling with a self-constructing shelter he'd bought for the trip, until finally he gave up and built the damn thing manually. Well, the sleeping pods anyway, while we made a fire and cooked dinner. It must have taken a lot out of him, because Wyatt was nodding off at dinner and went to bed soon after. As night fell, we sat and watched the meteors strike across the sky like fingernail scratches, marveling at their abundance, laughing our delight. After an hour or so, you asked me to teach you the constellations, so I launched the Astro Prodigy and played Professor, spouting off about each star group as the drone magnified them. Later, I had it zoom in on the Odyssey, which was still being constructed in orbit. Back then, it was another year or two before they abandoned it. We could actually see the robots building it, zipping across the hull like little fireflies, so I jabbered about that, which got me started on yammering about the robots that Faro and other corporations, even Metallurgic, had begun sending up to mine helium, or helium-3, from Luna and metals from the asteroid belt. We're yet to hear any of these names in the main story yet. The more I spoke about space tech, the more excited I became, but I was getting cold too. Deserts at night are like that, so I sat back down next to you and we huddled under the camp blanket. For a little while we were quiet. I wanted to say that I was thinking, but it felt ridiculous. But then Wyatt snored explosively from inside the shelter, and we giggled. And our laughter seemed to make an opening for me to just go ahead and say it. That I, your delinquent son who'd almost flunked out of high school, who'd nearly died of an OD at a Bashcore concert, wanted to be an aerospace engineer and make the sorts of machines we'd been talking about. Robots to gather resources in the solar system. Maybe even ones that could travel to other stars and colonize new worlds. You looked at me and smiled. Then that is what you will do. And then you looked up at the night sky and said, very plainly, as though it was a simple fact, you will write the story of our family across the stars. School started the next week, and I never looked back. Is there still something in there? Actually, I think I get the text data points machines from the Cauldron cores? Maybe. I have seen another new machine as well by the looks. 2 new machines, Stalker and Ravager. Now we'll go back into the city and find out what happened here.
Warden Geneva. This is the one who defeated the behemoths.
Outlander. I'm impressed. I don't impress easily. Tell me, how do you fare with hunting living prey?
Haven't had any complaints. Why?
3 dangerous prisoners have escaped. I need my men here, getting the others back in line. None of this would have happened if we dealt with criminals the old way. But I've clashed that gong before, and here I am. And here you are.
So she wants me to be a bounty hunter for her. The old way?
What's the old way?
To be buried up to the neck and left for the sun's judgment.
Seems to me like the judgment's already been made.
Not one of them committed another crime.
That would be because they couldn't get out and they probably died buried. Dangerous prisoners?
Who are these dangerous prisoners?
3 from the isolation cages. Don't feel sorry for them. They've lived well off the Sun King's conscience. First is Rosgrund. Oseram trapmaker, hates the Karja, crazy as a loon in heat. Caught in one too many blasts. Or one too few. Then there's Ulia, a Tanakh warrior, if that means anything to you.
Not really. Another tribe?
Reavers, from the south. Bloodthirsty. Some say they're cannibals, but she slurped gruel well enough. And the last is Gavan, a traitor who smuggled weapons to the exiles.
Compared to the other 2, this one doesn't seem so bad.
He helped drag out a civil war, all for the shards it got him. A machine has more warmth.
Do you know Neil?
Do you know a hunter named Nil? He told me about this place.
Nil. That's what he calls himself now. Is he well?
I maybe wouldn't say well.
He was born under a long and dark shadow, but he wasn't a knife without a thought behind it. Like the butchers of the Sun Ring. He had honor. Old-fashioned. His time here boiled it to the surface.
How'd she know who I'm talking about if I've just called him Neil and I told her nothing about him? And if that's not what he went by when he was here? Sunstone Rock?
So the Karja keep their criminals in this place?
Since the liberation, we've had them all, from thieves to the Mad King Duran's former kestrels. The Sun King believes in the power of change, and sure enough, some did change. Shed their skin, like lizards. I thought all criminals were the same once. That's why the Sun King gave me command of Sunstone Rock. As an education.
Sounds quite an honor.
Sounds like an honor. I mean, I haven't seen any other women in Karja armor.
No. I'm not one of your sisters. No woman can wear Karja armor. When I was young, I chose to become a soldier. One good enough to join Avad's honor guard. There was talk about what I was. So I'd say, test me, and I'll break your arm. After enough arms had been broken, there was less talk.
I'm curious, but I'd rather we didn't have to start fighting.
Agreed.
I'll find you fugitives.
So you want these prisoners brought back?
No. I want them put in the earth. I doubt they'll give you any choice. They had their chance with the Sun King's generosity. So now they face mine. A bounty on all their heads. Ulia of the Tanakh, Razgrund of the Oseram, and the traitor Gavan.
If I did this for you, I'd need a lead on them.
Well, when Ulia first swept through the Sundom, it was with the jungle bandits. I say she'll go back. Razgrund we pulled out of a crack in Dusk Mesa, where he'd been tinkering with his bombs. And Gavan will be trying to pay his way across the lake. I'd burn my palm on it. Look in Bright Market.
Okay.
Don't let your guard down.
They're all quite a distance. There, and there. That's actually where I was going to be wiping out after clearing out this cauldron. So that works out well. No, I was heading down here and then I was going to head up there. So it does work out well.
And one of these.
Back to 3 lines of health medicines. There's a lot around here, nice.
These will keep.
Almost full. 1 or 2 more. There's definitely going to be more than that.
Used to be we could open the prison pens, toss them a knife, and have a little fun.
I'm going in.
You coming in further? No?
Great. Full of bandits and this Tanakh warrior too.
Oh, there's a lot here. There's the alarm. The big guy's on his way out again.
That alarm will wake up the whole camp. And more besides.
There we go. Alarm destroyed.
That takes care of the alarm.
Now I can go up here.
Washes away the taste of metal. Fight or run.
Prove yourself worthy of a mark on my skin.
Come on.
Yeah!
Now they're above us! Get the signal going!
Do not fear death. Beckon it. I've not killed one of your tribe before.
Gotta give you a beating to remember. This one'll hurt.
This is going Come! Don't waste my blood. My blood is yours. This one'll do if you don't fight. Don't waste my blood.
Quietly.
I got a lot of them before.
Before I cool. You're giving up.
Surely they're not giving up.
Don't waste my blood. There's the prisoners.
We got prowlers, friend. This'll ruin you.